What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. I am also a certified trichologist. It is Wednesday, okay? What is it? July 3rd, and we are in the building. Husband, I have your license.
Thank you.
We are live on Instagram, trichology_911. We are also live on Facebook, Maisha Edmond, as well as YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Super excited to be here. Listen, a lot of stuff is going on. Let's get into it, right? You want to be an influential trichologist. You are a person who has said, you know what? It's time for me to really just dominate this space. What am I doing? Let me let you know what you're not doing. You were not at the powwow last Friday, and we are doing another one. It is going to be absolutely amazing. We are going to take it up a notch, right? Somebody say a whole nother level, right? And so I'm really excited about this because this Friday, if you haven't seen, I released a new ebook. It is called the Big Five Protocol. Big Five Protocol are the protocols, very simple. And I know when you download it, you're gonna be like, Maisha, I don't even know why. Don't even worry about that. Why you paid for it. Don't worry about it. Because it is so simple that it is genius, right? 5 basic protocols for the 5 types of hair loss that we see behind the chair as new and improving trichologists and healthy hair care professionals. What to do, how to do it. I also included as a bonus, I included a technique that you'll be able to use that is going to prove to be one of the most beneficial techniques that you have used in protocol. And also I included a diet, a guide that you can use, and you can actually take the exact diet and give it to your client or add it into a treatment plan, and literally you're gonna make over 10 times the amount that you're paying for this ebook. So run, grab the ebook, download it, look at it. You're going to be like, okay, I knew this, but a lot of people didn't, and you're not using it. But I'm going to show you, because y'all know how my mind worked by now. I'm going to show you on Friday night during the powwow how to flip this thing. So if you get the ebook, it is already your entrance into the powwow. So get the ebook, you get free entrance into the powwow, and I'm literally going to be sharing how to flip this $97 into over $1,000, depending on how you're pricing. I'm going to talk to you about pricing. I'm going to give you strategy. I'm going to talk to you about positioning this week. So it's going to be absolutely bananas. It's going to be so good. This is your business check-in. How are you doing? How is trichology treating you? Are you still excited? Are you making money? Are you making moves? Are you establishing yourself as a force to be reckoned with in the trichology niche? Because if you're not, you need to. Just going back to the powwows, you need somebody to talk to. You cannot be the smartest person in the room. You need somebody to kind of, throw ideas out at, right? There is a saying that iron sharpens iron. That being said, you need to get with other people that are talking about what you're talking about, want to get to where you're going or have been there. And we have a plethora of those people in the powwows. And so Friday, July 5th is the second installment of the Trichology 911 powwow. Also, I know y'all been seeing me on the internet streets, talking about trichology is easy. And let me just go ahead and dispel this. Trichology is easy, right? But if you saw my post yesterday, trichology is easy, but it's not easy if you do not invest in yourself. If you do not, and that's not just money. If you don't invest the time to study, if you are not investing the dedication for consistency, then it's not easy. But when you get what you what you need, as far as trichology, it is easy. When you perfect the thing that you are going to use, when you discover the type of trichologist that you want to be, it is absolutely going to be so easy for you. Even when I was thinking about, hey now, even when I was talking to some of the women in the powwow last week for the trichology powwow, let me tell you something. They have been in trichology for at least 3 years now. And when we spent a few moments just kind of talking about trichology, and we were talking about where we are and what we see, and where we want to be and how we want to look in trichology and how we should show up. And a big theme for last week was kind of like not really feeling like you're in it, kind of just feeling like, yeah, it's just not working for me. People are not like doing what they need to do. Hey, what's going on? They're not doing what they need to do as far as clients. They're not responding. How should I respond? And I started talking about like your messaging, like who are you speaking to? Who is your perfect person, which I learned in mentorship. Who is your perfect person and all that other stuff. And what we found out in like less than 2-3 minutes, when one of my trichology sisters was sharing, like, I'm getting a lot of this. I'm seeing a lot of this type of person come in. I'm seeing a lot of this type of person come to me for help. And I'm seeing a pattern because women between this age range and in this age range are coming in. What do I do? And I literally was able to put a name to it. I was able to coin a term for her where she's able to then say, all right, well, from now on, I'm this type of trichologist. You did know that there's more than one type of trichologist, right? And you also knew that just because somebody say you should be doing this, that, and the other in trichology is not law. It is not law. So if you're a trichologist that enjoys putting on cranial prosthetics, and the people that you serve, the demographic that you serve are people that may have gone, a little past, just growing hair back. And although you may get results, it's not enough for them to feel comfortable. And you start to get into cranial prosthetics. There is so much more to that as well. There is like the scalp treatments, the scalp spa, and really making clients feel like and recognize that they are still that woman and that man that they have been. They're still as powerful as they have been, but you want to bring them in. So you're not just coming in, ripping off an old cranial prosthetic, slapping on another one and just saying, come on, but like taking it off, taking care of their scalp, taking care of the skin, because scalp is skin, really looking into those things and carving out a niche in that area. And so I was able to talk to a few trichologists last week in healthy hair care professionals that were like, okay, this is what I'm doing. What do I call it? And a lot of times, we do a lot of things, but we don't know what to call it. So we don't feel comfortable. But when you put a title on it, it's something about naming a thing that makes it real. And so you've been doing all the work, but you're like, yo, I don't even know what this is. And I don't have people in my immediate circle that are also trichologists that are not trying to figure this thing out. And so I want you to come to the powwow this Friday. If you want to only come to the powwow, the link is in the bio on Instagram. But if you want to get the strategy and actually have the book, you'll get the strategy whether you're at the powwow or not, right? Whether you got the ebook or not. But if you get the ebook, you actually have exactly what we're talking about. You're able to, like I said, use the diet guide that I shared with you concerning a specific thing in hair loss that is really big. And so I want you to do that. So again, grab the ebook. It's new. It's the Big 5 Protocol by Trichology 911. Why? Because trichology is easy, right? So you get that, and that gives you an automatic in to the powwow this Friday evening. But if you don't want the ebook and you say, let me just figure out what y'all talking about, then go ahead and get into the powwow now, so that when we're doing it, you can do all the things. And if you do that, then you can get the ebook after. So look at this. What type of trichologist are you? Who are you speaking to? Is your message, you could be talking to the right people or in their vicinity, but you're not saying what they need to hear. You don't know where they hang out. And when I say hang out, it's not always like in physical. It's also like, okay, how do they consume content? But what are you saying? What are you saying that makes them say, okay, wait, she's talking to me? If I say, hey, you're a no nonsense woman who has a high powered job, you have little time to waste, but you want to look good. The stress of the job has been literally taking your hair out. You need a solution, but you don't have a lot of time to do it. I'm your girl. Then those people, those women and men that say, listen, I have noticed my hair is shedding. I am under a lot of stress as it relates to my job, but I don't want to lose my hair. I'm like, it's super. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying everything. I'm using everything. I buy the best of the best shampoo, conditioner, and all that other stuff, and I'm not seeing any results. I need help. See, that opened up a whole thing for people that kind of mill about in those circles to kind of check me out and say, okay, so what is she talking about? I remember when I first started Trichology, I created a hashtag and I called myself the professional's professional. And even right now, as I help to strategize with other trichologists, you know what is going to be, I don't know if it's too late for you, but it's 10 Eastern Standard Time. So I guess that's 9 for you because I think you're in Texas. So 9 o'clock. And that's literally time for you to, you know what I'm saying, chill out, get your little juice and ice and your little popcorn. And we sit around and talk and just really just, break bread and talk about the things. So if you know somebody that is a trichologist, an improving trichologist, a new trichologist, healthy hair care professional, and they're like, I need to be having these certain conversations and I'm not having them, then you got to make sure that you're doing it. I cannot wait to see you, Linda. It's going to be absolutely off the chain. Last week was crazy, but this week we're taking it to another level. We're talking about strategy. We're talking about, again, who are we speaking to? Curbing that voice. You can't just talk in the air and just hope somebody grabs it. That happens sometimes. But honestly, let's think about it. It's not happening all the time. Not everybody is responding to that. You need a specific way to speak, a specific way to show up for your clientele. And if you do that, you are going to be sure to really make a mark in trichology. Again, the ebook, the Big Five Protocol, is out. It is super simple. Some people are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so simple. But on Friday, when I break down this ebook and I literally show you how you're going to make money with this thing, you're going to make over 10 times the amount that you pay for this ebook. Over 10 times, especially based on your pricing and what the structure is. I'm going to give you strategy on how to use it. I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to show you how to take it, break it down, and flip it into multiple things. So you're getting an ebook, but coming to the powwow is going to allow you to literally sit inside of my thought process for how you're going to make this thing work and establish yourself as a professional and a thought leader in this niche. It's not just enough to be a trichologist, but are you a thought leader? Are you somebody that really shapes and molds how people see trichology in your demographic and even all over the world? I'm literally able to speak to trichologists that say, listen, I'm doing this thing. I want to come from behind the chair eventually. I want to have something in place where I can help clients, even if I don't want to come from behind the chair, but I want to be a solution and not just an option. I don't want to be just somebody that somebody comes to and say, well, she shampoos hair really good. And, she got growing hands and all that other stuff. That is great. But at the end of the day, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? In trichology, where do you see yourself? What impact are you making? Because the honest truth is, and I was talking to my husband about this maybe a few months ago, is about consistency. You being consistent in six months of consistency, 3 months of consistency, hard hitting, and a marketing plan is literally equal to a year of work. You will see that you have thrusted yourself in places, in spaces that you didn't realize that you would be in. You will be writing articles for magazines. You will literally be invited on platforms where you're able to speak to the different trichology issues or knowledge, and it's really going to be a change, but you got to have somewhere to flesh that out. Come to the powwow. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You'll get to like break things down. I mean, I really don't want to get into exactly what was going on because it's the powwow, right? So we really, I mean, we could weep, we could cry, we could say, wow, I never knew that. I can't believe I didn't know that. And I have a product line. I didn't know that that was possible. And I've had my business for this long. It's literally a place where you can let your hair down and really be vulnerable about what you know and what you don't know and what you need to learn in trichology. Get answers right then, right? And nobody's peddling you another class. Like, if I can answer the question within the time, I answer it. If I have a class for it, I offer you the class, right? But you're getting answers. And then other trichologists are chiming in and saying, hey, I'm looking at it like this. Maybe you should do this. And we're able to speak life and truth to power. As a trichologist, you have power, right? You are able to affect how people see themselves. You're able to affect quality of life. You're able to affect self-esteem. And so how are you able to do that if you think that trichology is just shampoo, conditioner, and a red light? It's not going to happen, right? So grab the ebook and you get into the powwow for free, or get the powwow and I'll still see you on Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to do this maybe every week until we just get tired. I don't think we're going to get tired. So if you know someone and you say, you know what, they just got in this and I feel like they really need this. We're talking on so many different levels. So we're not necessarily talking over anyone's head. If you know me, I'm going to simplify this thing. A baby will be able to do trichology, but I want to be able to help you. I cannot wait. So write down your questions. What are you looking at? What are you dealing with? Where are your struggles? Where are your strengths? What's working for you right now that you care to share? What's really not working? What did you think that you were investing in as far as trichology and you're not seeing that return? I want to help you. I'm going to be able to help you. I cannot wait. So again, look out for the flyer. It'll be there. Share it. Tell people about the ebook. It's absolutely amazing. It is a game changer. It is simplicity. It is really a game changer. You don't have to figure anything out. You ain't got to look up no words because everything is simple. I even put like certain brands just to kind of give you a way to go. So like I always talk about like Metaceuticals or something like that. So I'll say like, oh, this is a good example of what you can use. But like follicle stimulators and different things like that. All right. So it is 12:38. I need to jump in a bathing suit and jump in the car and get my girls to the pool because that's what you do. I did trichology from 10 to 12. I got on here. I'm talking to y'all. And now I got the rest of my day. And if you want that kind of life too, if you want to wait, and I'm about to go, but I remember it wasn't the height of COVID, but it was still 2020. It was in September and everything was shut down. But there's a place in New Jersey or Pennsylvania or New Jersey. One of them is in some mountains and it's called Camelback. And so me and my husband, we took our children and another family went, and we went to Camelback. It was September, so the kids were in school, but they were virtual. Let me tell you how trichology afforded me to give my children this experience. They all brought with them their laptops. They did their schoolwork. Everybody found a corner. The backdrop was mountains and all the things. It was no snow, but mountains and rolling hills and all that other stuff. Everybody got set up in a quiet place in the suite. They were doing their work. The teacher was checking in with them. And we did all of that. When they were done, we went downstairs to the indoor water park. I was sitting on, like, they had like an indoor kind of beach and like the wave pool thing. I got a chair right in the front where the waves were splashing me on my knees. And I was doing consultation, trichology consultation, okay, with the waves splashing. And I was able to do that. I was able to drive down when we left out of the mountain, beautiful scenery, and be on the phone. And I was doing a phone consult, a free 15-minute consultation for a person that had hair loss, able to take an order and also able to solidify a deal in 15 minutes while driving my children from such an amazing experience, making memories with my family. And so if you are somebody that says, listen, I want to do trichology, but like, what's in it for me? We're going to strategize your freedom. We're going to strategize how you're going to really be able to do the things that you want to do. Like, I'm literally able to kind of like set up my virtual office anywhere, do what I need to do, give answers because I understand what I'm talking about. So therefore, trichology is easy, and I'm able to still make the money that would have taken me so long standing behind the chair. So if you're interested in that as well, I want you to join me this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the powwow. Why is it so late? Because you should be winding down by then. You know, you was going to be up looking at the ceiling anyway, trying to figure out how you was going to do what you was going to do. So let's get it done. I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Grab the ebook. If you get the ebook, your entrance into the powwow is free. If you don't get the ebook, go ahead and click the link in my bio on Instagram, linktree/Maisha_K_, and you will be able to get into the powwow that way. So 2 options. All right. I can't wait to see you. Have a great day today. Happy hair growing.